My name's Kaylee Hagan, and I'm on staff with Sound Cities Young Life. And a year ago, I might have been here telling you all about how much I love Young Life programming. Wild Monday night clubs, heart-softening, adventurous weeks of summer camp, laughter-filled game nights in leaders' homes, and late-night heart-to-heart conversations in the passenger seat of a leader's car. And I still love those things, and I'm hoping that you'll join us in prayer, that kids will be able to experience these things again. But at the heart of all of these events is the desire that kids grow closer in relationship with a leader, as their leader walks with them towards relationship with Jesus. And that heart still exists today. Leaders are still breaking down those barriers. The life of Jesus is about tearing down barriers so that all people can experience life with God. The story of Young Life leaders is the same. What Jesus did with flipping tables in the temple, walking on water, and ultimately dying on the cross, Young Life leaders do with driving hundreds of miles a year to get kids to spaces where they will hear the gospel story. They do this by walking into cafeterias and student sections at sporting events, and they do this by sitting at coffee shops with students asking questions, genuinely caring about their responses. They do this by masking up, by placing gift bags filled with treats and notes of encouragement on their front porches. They meet kids with friendship and a listening ear. Watching kids meet Christ because they first meet him through their Young Life leader is a story I don't want to miss out on, and I don't want you to miss out on it either. Someone once told me that if you genuinely enjoy spending time with teenagers, that is a gift from the Lord that should not be squandered. Young Life leaders are using their gifts in order to break down any barrier that might exist between a kid and a dynamic relationship with Jesus. Your financial support helps break down barriers between leaders and kids as they break down barriers between kids and Jesus. Please consider giving today so that we can continue sending our leaders out into a world of kids who desperately need to hear that they are loved, they are seen, and they belong to the family of God. Every kid. Thank you for your support of Sound Cities Young Life.
The past few months have been really hard just with school shutting down and switching to be online and not being able to see my friends as much as I want to and having to stay home. So having leaders reach out to me to join FaceTime or Zoom calls or meet at the park or go get coffee just to talk about the highs and lows of my week and process everything that's going on in the world with those leaders and other students has been super encouraging. Also seeing leaders physically show up, like shout out to Kirk because he came to my house and got up on my roof and helped replace it, and seeing that and like leaders and staff taking time out of their day to physically show up has just been super encouraging. And so I have felt super loved because of that, and I am super thankful for Young Life and the community it has created for me and my family.
During quarantine, I found it really hard to not only connect with people and friends and everything like that, I found it really hard to connect with God and stay connected with God throughout quarantine. Once a week, we had a little Bible study. I would FaceTime Kaylee, and we would have a few of my friends also, and some people that I normally wouldn't connect with. And I was able to talk to them and talk about God, and it was really nice because we not only were able to talk about God and grow in our faith during this hard time, but we also were able to connect with all of our friends and see new faces and people, and yeah, it was really helpful.